This segment of DelmarvaLife is sponsored by Benvenuto Restaurant in Milford.
If you've ever heard someone say, "Where's the beef?" we would like to say that we have the answer for you.
Yes.
It's the Kitchen Concepts Kitchen, and bringing the beef today is Chef Zeus from Benvenuto Restaurant. We've got the beef.
Yes, yeah.
We got all kinds of taglines.
Is this the beef or is this, where's the beef?
That's for you, the viewer's
That's for them.
interpretation.
Yes.
Hey, look, that was a wonderful commercial. I remember that from when I was like 10 years old.
Right.
boy.
So what do we have here? We have a whole tenderloin,
Okay.
whole beef tenderloin.
That is a
So
big-
if you guys go to supermarket or your butcher, wherever you get your meats from for home, if you ask for a whole tenderloin, this is what you're going to get. And this is
Okay.
what we use at Benvenuto to create these beautiful fillets that we serve. All right, so this is the whole tenderloin. I'm going to show you guys at home how easy it is to break this down, because when you look at a piece like this, you're like, oh my God, what am I doing?
Right.
All right, so I'm going to show you. So the first thing you want to do, the first tool is your hands, all right?
Okay.
So what we're going to do is we're going to remove this top layer of fat there, all right? And then what I'm doing is with my fingers here, with my hands, I'm going to separate this connective tissue here. You see what's happening there
Yeah.
already, right? So what we're doing is we're removing what's called a chain, all right?
Can you hold it up a little bit? Because I
Yeah.
don't think they can see that.
Yes.
So you can see that connective
All right.
tissue in there.
And that's what we're doing. We're removing
Yeah.
this chain here. It's called a chain. I didn't make that name up. Somebody else did. All right. It's called a chain. And I'm going to show you. And always have your bowl here. All right. With a very sharp knife. All right. The thing about this is the least amount of usage on this tool here, the better, because I don't want to really cut into this except for where it counts. So what I'm doing is just kind of pulling this chain back here. All right. And I'm very carefully removing that, okay, removing this chain. And this is what you end up with, all right? So this here is the chain,
Okay.
all right?
Okay.
And this is awesome for grinding, making burgers, filet burgers.
really?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, absolutely, it's wonderful. So we're gonna get to that guy later, all right? Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start peeling some of this fat. If it's really soft, it's great for grinding, all right? Because, the tenderloin's very lean as it is, okay? So it doesn't have a whole lot of fat, all right? So we have to add fat to it. Now I'm removing this silver skin here. You see that?
Yeah.
All right?
Silver skin.
Yes, it's called silver skin. And if you guys at home look, you see that, how
Yeah.
it's like silverish?
Yeah.
All right, so we want to remove that because you don't want to eat that, okay?
Okay.
So you notice most of the work I've done so far is using my hands,
Right.
right?
Yep.
Okay, and again, everything goes in a little pool over here. Now, this here is the tail end,
Yep.
and this here is the butt end, okay? There's this really nice nugget that I call it of beef up here that's also separated from the tenderloin by this connective tissue here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull on that, okay? And then very carefully, I'm gonna take this off, just like that. See how I'm following that silver skin?
Yes.
Okay? And now I have this piece that I've taken off, and we're going to actually use this piece here. See that beautiful piece? Now, the thing is, we cut medallions out of this.
Okay.
Okay? And this is what we use to serve, right? We're going to put that aside. Now, we're down to this tenderloin, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to flip it over. This is the belly side. And all these little nuggets of beef here,
Yeah.
okay, I'm just going to very carefully, and look at that marbling already.
it's
You
pretty.
see that marbling
Yes.
in there?
Ah, that's good
And
for flavor, right?
Oh my goodness, yes. The more marbling, the better off we are. So this is one of the things that I look for. So I can tell as soon as I get on the belly side of this and I start trimming, I can tell if it's going to be a really good tenderloin or not. So if you guys are buying this from your butcher, it's very important that you know what you're buying. I asked for an upper 2/3 choice, all right?
Upper 2/3
Upper
choice.
2/3 choice is a wonderful grade, okay, because the beef is graded, right? You have prime and things like that. All right, so an upper 2/3 choice is wonderful. All right, so now you want to take some of this fat off, but not too much fat, okay?
Okay.
So now we're going to flip this guy over and we're going to remove the rest of this silver skin. And I'll show you how it's done. So all you do is just cut right underneath
Okay.
and pull away. Now I have a little tab here.
Yep.
Okay, you see that?
Yes.
All right, and with your knife, tilt it up because you don't want to cut into the meat. You're just going to run it right down the side here. You see what's happening?
Oh,
Yeah.
All right, and what we're doing is we're removing the silver skin. See it?
Oh,
All
yeah,
right?
yeah.
With the least amount of meat on there as possible. That goes in our bucket. Now I'm going to work this way. All right, see?
Yep. And now you're just going to follow that along.
Exactly, see?
Love it.
So you do this every day pretty much.
I've done this 1,000 times, okay, literally. So it's just, look, it's a good way to utilize your money, all right? Because if we
Right.
just go out and buy fillets, all the work's been done. And for me, this work is the fun part, right?
Yeah.
So now, what we're gonna do is, we're gonna put this aside. This tail piece here, all right,
Yep.
is never gonna make an 8-ounce fillet. So
Okay.
this is wonderful for medallions, as is this here, okay? And what we then do, okay, is we start cutting down our fillets from this,
Okay.
all right? So I'll show you, all right? I want to hit the 8-ounce mark. Look how beautiful this is, all right? So we have one fillet, all right? Now, as this here, you get into the barrel, it gets a little wider.
Yep.
You're going to have to cut a little bit thinner.
yeah.
Okay? All right? Because we want to hit that 8-ounce mark. You can use a scale at home. Again, I've done this 1,000 times. I know that my fillets are always going to be at that 8-ounce mark. But this is how we cut these, all right?
Okay.
So what we're going to do is, we're going to season one of these guys up, okay? We're going to roast it.
Yep.
We're going to pop it in the oven.
Okay.
And then we're going to build this beautiful potato and roasted tomato hash. And I think when we come back from break, we're going to put all that together.
Love it.
Hey, you heard what he said. DelmarvaLife. We'll be right back.
This segment of DelmarvaLife is sponsored by Benvenuto Restaurant in Milford.
Before the break, we broke down our beef, and we also got our potato hash started, and it sounds like the work of one particular man. Of course it does. That man is Chef Zeus from
That's me.
Benvenuto Restaurant. You've been busy during this past couple minutes.
That would be me. So
Look at
look,
that.
we're building this little hash here,
Look at
right?
the hash now.
Yes, potatoes. We have some roasted onions. These are some house roasted tomatoes. See how beautiful these are?
Yes.
All right. And this is just a really nice accompaniment for this beef, all right? So I'm also going to add a little bit of garlic to this, not a whole lot, just a little bit for that bite, all right?
Okay.
And you don't have to cook this all the way down. You just want to have that little bite in there, all right, from that garlic, all right? So we have a little salt, little pepper, potato, all right, onion, roasted tomatoes. And we're going to add just a little bit of baby spinach to this for color, all right? So now, what we're going to do, all right, is we are going to carve this beef up. See how beautiful that looks?
Yeah.
And the
Gorgeous.
spinach you add at the last minute, all right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna add at the last minute because, you know, you want it to be colorful. You don't want to lose all that color. Now, we're gonna pay a little attention to this beef. So thank you so much for pulling that out.
I do my best for you.
It looks wonderful.
Thank
How's that
you.
look to you? Nice and
I did-
juicy, right?
Fantastic. I can't wait to eat it.
Yes, so it's been rested, all right? You guys know, what, 9 minutes or so?
Yep.
All right, and then we're just gonna carve this guy, all right? And I know that the
Oh.
color is gonna be wonderful because, you know, it's gonna hit that medium. I like my stuff medium rare, all
Yep.
right, but not everybody does.
Correct.
So we did this guy more on the medium side, okay?
Okay.
All right, so now, to plate this guy up, all right, very easy, all right? We have our potatoes here,
Yep.
all right? And watch how we do this, all right? We're gonna take our board here, okay? We're gonna rest our board here, and we're gonna take this hash, this beautiful hash. Look at that. And this is a
Gorgeous.
special that we'll run at Benvenuto, all right? Again, you have to utilize that product properly. Look, this animal gave its life so we can live, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's honor it by trying to utilize the whole animal, all right? So I'm a firm believer in that. So we put our potatoes down, okay? We're then gonna come over here, and look how beautiful that color
Oh.
is, all right? And we are just going to nestle. That's a good word.
Nestle.
Nestle.
All right? And look, you know, make sure your food looks pretty. See how nice that looks?
Oh, that looks
Yeah.
like
See
it
how
smells
beautiful?
so
And look, so
good.
you guys at home can see, it's a beautiful medium. And then we're gonna take a little bit of a balsamic reduction.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because I like balsamic with beef. It's just, you know, it has those notes. And look, we have some beautiful parsley here just for color. Make it look like we care, all right?
Yes.
And there you have just a wonderful, you know,
That's absolutely
beef,
gorgeous.
little potato hash. Look, enough of this. I want you guys to taste it, all right?
Okay.
And tell me what you guys think, all right? Because
Okay.
that's the thing. Tell me what you think.
Oh.
And be
Okay.
honest with me. You don't have to lie and say it's good if it's not. You can be honest.
I have never, ever had to lie to you about anything.
It's one bite, right?
One bite.
One bite.
Well, that's
That's a
even
big
if it's a
beef
giant bite. I'm going to use your big knife to cut this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh.
Oh my goodness, I love that balsamic.
Is that good?
On there.
It really is. And look, just balsamic vinegar, red balsamic vinegar. They do make a white balsamic as well, all right? And you're just gonna just slowly reduce this down, add a little honey to it, maybe a little brown sugar, a little salt, and this is what you have.
And this is what you have, and you have to have at Benvenuto Restaurant in Milford. Stop by, it's on the menu. Chef Zeus.
Run there as fast as you can. This is incredible.
And this is a special. We run this every now and then, and folks may come in and say, I want that. We may be out of it because, remember, we cut down our own beef.
Yep.
So this isn't something where I have 50 pounds
Yep.
laid
Right.
around. We only have this cut here when we break down our tenderloins.
All right.
So, wonderful way to prepare it, right?
Thank you
Yes.
so much.
Thank you
for
so
having
much.
me.
We'll see you next time.